Welcome back to Talking Franchise, bitches. All right, today on the table we have John Wong and myself. We're going to talk about Fast and the Furious.
No, it's Fast and Furious.
No, there's not.
Remember?
There's no does.
This is
Fast
part 4, not to be confused.
and Furious.
Fast
part
and
one.
Furious. After Tokyo Drift failed to make money and almost killed the franchise, they decided to call everyone back from the first movie because they weren't fucking working anyways. At this point, Vin Diesel hadn't had a hit in a while. What, his last movie was probably...
Triple X?
No, his last hit was The Pacifier for Disney.
The Pacifier. Yeah, you're right.
Paul Walker had done Below 8.
Below 8?
Wasn't that the movie?
I don't even know what movie it was.
That
No,
movie?
I don't even know. No.
Paul Walker wasn't doing much either. Like, everyone was free. Michelle Rodriguez, she had fallen off. Michelle Rodriguez comes back. She's only in like 10 minutes of this movie. But, yeah, 85 million.
She's in the first 10, right?
Yeah.
She's in the opening sequence.
Yeah. She's in that ridiculous opening sequence, which I hate so much.
And nearly, like, I've seen a bunch of them already. They always have open roads. They're always driving down open roads. There's no... I mean, there's no other traffic on the roads. They're so convenient to the plot.
These first 3 movies, we've said, they're kind of mediocre. But the thing that I appreciated the most about the movies is that, they were actually doing real stunts with the cars. This opening sequence is just a CGI shit fest.
Oh, the beginning sequence?
Yes.
Everyone dies. Everyone dies in that beginning opening sequence.
We find out Han's alive again. So this is a prequel setting up a whole bunch of movies. But we're going to find out about Han's time with Vin Diesel, how they became friends.
What really happens is when Han tries to do that, what was it, like a 180? It's to connect to the truck. He connects according to physics, the inertia is going to throw him off and make him flip off balance. He's dead. And then when the truck driver shoots when he shoots Dominic Toretto on the windshield, the bullet somehow bounces off the fucking windshield and just falls and doesn't go straight through it and fucking hit Dom right in the fucking chest. He's dead. All right, past that. What was it, like a gas tank?
Yeah, it's a big truck with a gas tank. Starts rolling down. They're cornered. They have nowhere to go. And Vin Diesel's just sitting in his car. And Letty's like, Dom. As it's getting closer, he decides they're going to roll under this thing at the precise time.
Bullshit.
They're not going to get burned to death. They're not going to... It's terrible. I hate that. I hate
They're crushed. They both die. So at the beginning of the sequence.
We find out, they've... After 6 years,
they need to spoof these
since
movies,
it's
right?
passed, they're still. I think they have. After 6 years have passed, they're still doing their old shit, stealing from trucks, making money. He's on the run from the law, and then cut to Paul Walker,
who's back in the FBI.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't working. In the second one, he was done with the FBI. He's now back. He's working again.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know how. Was it part 2? What happened in part 2? Was it that they were trying to give him a second chance?
No, part 2, the cops made him work for him because he had let Toretto get away in the first movie.
All right. So, they have word that Letty's dead, right? Toretto finds out that Letty's dead.
Yeah. Letty ends up dying.
Off-screen, they didn't show it. Off-screen death.
They survived that wreck, and then she has a talk with Dom at night, and then the next scene, it's her funeral.
Yeah. So, she dies. They don't off-screen death, and then you get Toretto going to the crime, the crime scene where she died. He's able to do some fucking Sherlock Holmes, Batman type deducing powers.
There's some tire marks on the street. There's only one guy that sells shit to make them kind of marks on the street.
I know who did this. I'm Groot.
So he has deducing powers.
Yeah.
Getting his Batman on. Yep, definitely.
And so Paul Walker's on the scene too, because it turns out that Letty had been working undercover doing work for Paul Walker's character.
Yeah. Brian also is he admits that he's like a super liar. He's the best liar. He was like, that's why the FBI. That's why the FBI hired me.
And he still feels bad about
lying to
Mia.
Lying to Mia.
He still thinks about it, man.
Even after you fucking fucked Eva Longoria.
No, you mean Eva Mendes.
Mendes, that one, yeah. Eva Mendes. And what was her? She was an FBI agent too in the part 2? Too Fast, Too Furious.
But yeah, this movie, again, they come back, they give it $85 million budget, and no, people were ready for, again, people loved the first movie so much, this movie made a shit ton of money. Opening weekend, this opened to 70 mil. That was one of the biggest openings at the time.
Yeah, because everybody was anticipating it.
And then over a box office, this movie made over $350 million. Fast and Furious was back, and I mean they were ready to end the series with the last one, the way it was looking. But yeah, so they got the money back, but the quality of this movie, this is probably one of the weaker. This is the weakest Fast and Furious movie. I dislike this movie. There's nothing campy or there's nothing fun about this movie.
Right, Vin Diesel almost kills. I wrote down some notes. Vin Diesel almost kills fucking Brian while they're racing and shit, cheating.
And in this movie they try and connect it to racing too. They're trying to take down this bad guy. Yeah, Braga, is holding races. He's holding races to find the fastest drivers to work for him to do illegal shit. So they're in the underground rate. They go to the underground racing scene. And we meet Wonder Woman for the first time.
Giselle. Right? That's her name in this franchise, Giselle. She's an undercover agent for the FBI. I don't know how that works.
I think that gets revealed later on.
No, because when he's telling him about he's going undercover, you see the 3 pictures. You're like, I noticed that. I looked at the 3 pictures, and she was at the third one. She was there. They showed her picture. They didn't introduce her character yet, but they showed her picture. So if you already, hindsight, you already know who she was. So once again, another qualm that I have with this fucking franchise is nobody dies. No innocent bystanders. They'll kill the shit out of some cops.
They're good guys, man.
They'll kill 50 police men, but they'll kill 50 police officers, but no innocent civilian gets hit by a car in these races. None of them. So, I don't want to know. All right, so then both Brian and Dominic, they go underground, undercover. They go undercover. Well, Dom not so much. Dom is just trying to find out who killed Letty, and
trying to get
Brian is actually trying to take down this Braga guy.
But then they end up working together.
They have the same goal.
And they drink many Coronas throughout.
Yeah, all the Coronas. Which I'm surprised is no one recognizes Brian. I'm pretty sure he got, he was on the news. FBI agent lets Dominic Toretto go. True. He should have been recognized. They're very reckless with how they talk. We saw the bar scene, how they were just talking their plans and shit like that. With all his henchmen surrounding him, nobody heard that. No one eavesdropped and said, wait a second. Yo, these guys are undercovers. It's the movie's so stupid. Whoever wrote it is didn't think it through, because if you're undercover, he's an FBI agent. He's already went undercover. He already showed his capabilities of being undercover in part 1.
I think that's the weakest part of the movie too. I know. I feel like the story gets kind of held back low because they're trying to keep Brian still in the FBI, making him. They're trying to get that conflict. They're trying to call it back to the first movie too. So he's still conflicted on what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
he's got a duty, but for whatever reason he likes Dom.
He doesn't like Dom. He likes me again. Let's get this straight.
He let Dom go in the first movie, and they try to connect it back. But so, the
fucking super detectives.
The first movie was 2002. This is 2009. Yeah. This is 7 years later. This is a sequel that probably should have been the sequel. If they were going to tell the story, this probably should have been the story right after the original Fast and Furious. But it took 7 years. But Like I said, I didn't see
Furious.
this movie in the theater. I was not looking forward to it at the time because
I think I did see this in theaters.
This franchise doesn't really kick into high gear until the next movie. But this is the same exact. This is the same director too. Justin Lin comes back, same writer from Tokyo Drift too. But no, to me this movie is the worst one. This is a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4 out of 10. They always like the cheap product placements, the fucking over the top, nonsensical fucking stunts that they do in the movie.
No, but yeah, they don't even have those. The over-the-top stunts aren't cool yet. Like I said, the one over-the-top stunt that they have is at the very beginning of the movie, and it is all CGI. You're gonna die. Yeah. That gas truck.
What about the FBI? So they're so incompetent in the fucking film. They're so like they're unable to bring down like with the fingerprint system. You saw like oh he gave her the fingerprints and it was gonna take a week to get fingerprints. I don't think that's bullshit. I think fingerprints will work by probably in a day tops, like a couple of hours, not a week, days. And then what did we say? With Toretto, they're looking for Toretto, and where the fuck is he? At his house.
He's just going
and it's his garage.
He's like, they're gonna catch me.
They're gonna cut me. But like, what the fuck? How do you not send a car? That's the first thing I would do. Like, yeah, stake out his house. Make sure he doesn't go back there because he might go there.
Yeah.
Just in case. No, like, nah, he's not that stupid to go back home. We're not even gonna waste our time and send any of our agents over there. See, I think the labor time. What's it called? They cut down labor hours. It's everywhere, even in FBI. They don't want to use any labor hours to send any 2 agents to go stake out his fucking house. So I wrote down that Mia has X-ray vision because when Dom is shot, she's able to see that there's no bullet inside him. She's just guessing, you know what I mean? Yeah, he got no. But it was a shitty movie. What did you learn from the movie? What's the moral of the story?
That you can just make a shitty movie and it'll be a big cash grab because everyone will go see it anyways.
Yeah. Probably the hype is that what they do, they make a trailer showing all the best parts and all the action sequences, and you're like, man,
they make the trailer look. But yeah, no, I really am not a fan of this movie. I don't have a whole bunch to say. Like, I love the other movies, and then we'll go into detail. But like I said, this is the least memorable and just weak on every level.
Yeah.
And he's fucking the way they set by the ending of this movie they set up the next sequel because when they do take down the bad guy, Dom has a chance to take him out, right? Isn't he holding a wrench and he stops himself?
Yeah, that's what at the end too when Brian's dead. They've killed that guy, Brian O'Connor, so many times in this film, but they let him. You know, he manages to live. When he was holding that guy's leg, and then Dom goes and rams his car right into the bad guy. Brian dies there. He squishes his fucking arm. Like, probably just matter of fact, I wanted to do like add new stuff to the podcast where we try to explain, we try to justify the fucked up shit inside the movie. You know, the parts that don't make sense, we try to make sense of them. So I'm thinking in that scene when he's grabbing him, he let go right in time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right at the precise moment to roll back and get out of the way before Dom smashed that guy into the.
I wonder if they had this originally planned. They kill off Letty in the beginning. If
she was going to stay dead?
If the plan, yeah. Because the way that they did it was, she was kind of going to stay dead. They kill her off within the first 10 minutes. Like, Michelle Rodriguez wasn't big anymore. She was never really big to begin with. But she doesn't have a big role. And then in the next movie, she's not even in it at all either. But this movie was just like, we need to rise the stakes. And, well, how do we get... Paul Walker and Dom back together. They had to kill her off to do it. But at the ending, they're sentencing Dom. He's finally going to go to prison, And
do you think they had it planned? They had it up planned for like the Shaws to come in?
No.
They was just
They didn't.
flying by the seat of their pants.
Like so there's some holes in continuity and stuff, but I don't think they had it planned. That they like I said, they had no idea what was coming yet or what they were gonna do. But they just had the gist as they're gonna.
And Han's just in the opening sequence, right?
No. Was
he was in the opening sequence. He wasn't for the rest of the movie.
He wasn't. He didn't have any other scenes. Oh,
well, that's my phone.
Someone forgot to.
I gotta put
shut
this
his
up.
phone off.
This is probably Lewis too. Fucking Lewis. Sorry, guys, interrupted.
Interrupting the pod.
Live and in effect. You know, people said that they said we should record ourselves so they can see our beautiful faces.
I don't wanna. No. In the
I
future,
don't.
we could.
Yeah.
But
We'll upgrade it.
yeah, they just said he's gonna go to prison, and at the ending, he's on a bus that's about to take him, and
Usually has an on-screen face.
No, because people are starting to. People want to see it visually now. They want to see a visual stimuli and audio stimuli. So,
but they say 10 on camera. It ends 10 pounds. I'm already fat to begin with.
so what, man? There's chubby chasers out there.
On-screen face.
There's chubby chasers out there. Let's go. Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll just put we could CGI Mikey's face on your face or something like that. Snapchat technology. We'll just CGI Mikey's face on your face and my face, and it'll be
who was it
Mikey's
at the ending
Mikey
of this
face.
movie? You got Brian, Mia, and who else is trying to help? They're about to flip this bus over.
Don Omar and Tego Calderon.
Huh?
Don Omar and Tego Calderon. I don't know their names in the fucking franchise, but
Yeah, they get because then
that's all I know, right? That's the opening scene. Yeah, Tego and
at the ending of the movie, just as they're about to stop this bus, the movie ends and it leaves it. But
Cliffhanger. They already have part 5. I think they had another sequel in plans, but they didn't have.
yeah,
Like you said, they
they still have no idea how big this franchise is going to get or how much more money they're going to keep on making. But this made a decent profit. It made more than the first 2. And it definitely made more than the third one, obviously. But they made a smart decision by bringing back the whole cast.
Yeah.
I'd say that. They should have, in hindsight, they probably should have brought Vin Diesel back for the second one as well. They could have kept it going. But they learned from their mistakes 7 years later. And now, when we get to these next movies, I can't wait to get into this. It's going to be fun talking about
Because then it's the
movies.
good ones. Well, not the good ones. 5 is good. 6.
These movies are so over the top.
Over the top.
This franchise has now become a juggernaut, making so much money. And it's cheesy, good, fun times. And we're going to get to it
Justice
next
League
time.
of street racing.
Talking franchise. We'll be back.
Peace out, bitches.